Okay, we are here. So, this is so funny. I just actually started recording, and then instantly the recording turned off. So I'm glad I looked at it, because that would have not been great. I would have been pretty annoyed by that if I had just done a whole video on it and saw that it wasn't even filming. Oh, excuse me. It's like 1:45 in the morning here. I'm exhausted. Okay. We'll keep this one really short. So we just wrapped up posting the video for marvelsnap. The first video is best viewed in the full screen experience, so you can see you're viewing. It's best viewed in full screen, so you can get the full experience. I'm gonna actually look at what to do about that for future videos, because I wanted to have the option for people not to be forced to do that, but just the way in which you can't turn it landscape because of the nature of the game. And how it shows up on the screen. So for mobile viewing, you have to view it on portrait mode, which makes sense. It'll be vertical and not horizontal, and that applies the same thing to YouTube as well on the PC. But yeah, I'm gonna just take a look. I'm gonna look into that a little bit, just because I think there might be a more interesting way to upload that would work for both sides. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump in here. So we've got what we didn't talk about last time was the shop. So we're gonna look specifically at this new account shop. We're not going to look at mine. We'll probably pull up the other account at some point so we can look at the shop there too, and I can show you, not in this video, but at another point, so I can show you what collection levels and collector's reserves look like, and spotlight keys and stuff like that. But for right now, we'll just jump over to the shop. So it's in the bottom left corner there, and right off the bat, you can see there's a welcome bundle. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You can get the Series 3 Spider-Man card for $2.99 with 700 gold. Is Spider-Man worth $2.99? I mean, he does go in some decks, but I would say if you're probably looking to get for a welcome bundle, $2.99 is perfectly reasonable for 700 gold. I think the gold really here is the more interesting. That Spider-Man's less interesting to me, because you're gonna pick him up at some point anyways. Even if you don't buy him here, you're still gonna get him. There's no FOMO on Spider-Man. He's gonna pop up. Oh Lordy mighty, I'm so sorry, y'all. I do this on every video I've done with you guys. I just yawn. So later, when you progress to around level of about 1,006, something like that, you'll get access to the collector's reserve, where you can, when you open one, you get, I think it's every 12 levels or something like that. I can't remember exactly. You get a 25% chance of a new card. You have less chances of earning card variants, avatars, gold credits, boosters, stuff like that, collector's tokens, and 9 out of 10 opened reserves grant cards from pool 3, and 1 out of 10 is from pool 4. So Spider-Man is from pool 3. So you will eventually open all of pool 3, and a good chunk of pool 4 will continue. You'll always be sort of opening pool 4. Around 500, you unlock the spotlight keys. And the token shop. The token shop allows you to purchase ultimate variants that you don't own yet, and cards that you don't own yet. And the same thing goes with the spotlight keys. Allow you to obtain potentially potential cards you don't own yet, or variants you don't own yet. And if you do, it has a little tiny bit of duplicate protection. If you do get a card that you already have, you can dust it into collector's tokens that you can use in the token shop to potentially buy cards you don't have. And then the token shop resets every 8 hours or something like that, and it has there's different values depending on what series the card is and how valuable second dinner determines the card is, how important it is. For example, some cards are always in series 5. They're never going to go down out of series 5. You've got Galactus, Thanos, Kang. Those are Series 5 cards. They're used in a lot of decks. Kang, less. I don't think he was as good as they were hoping. But Galactus and Thanos, you do see crop up pretty often. And they're more expensive than, like, if you saw Spider-Man on Series 3. Spider-Man might be something like 3,000 tokens or whatever, collector's tokens. And Thanos might be like 5. And then there's occasionally, like, some card variants that are selected up there. The one thing I read about it said that they were just selected by some sort of algorithm. I don't know. I have no idea. The choice is strange. Like, sometimes there's like some really good looking cards up there, and then sometimes there's some like really strange ones. But regardless, we're not at that level yet, so we're just looking at what a new player is going to experience when they come in. So they're going to see the welcome bundle, $2.99, 700 gold. We're going to talk about gold in just a second, so keep that in your mind. Under here, this one is not okay, I think. So sneak peek, unlock this card super early and use these credits and boosters to get a ton more cards. I think that this is pretty deceptive. Oh Lord, y'all, I'm so sorry. Okay, so again, Thor Series 3, you're gonna unlock him. It even says here, unlock him early for $10, for $9.99. And you get 1,500 boosters, or credits, I'm sorry. 65 Thor boosters and a couple variants that are like, I don't know. And Thor is played in a deck. He's okay. I have not really ever had any trouble facing him down, so he's not like a must-have card or anything like that. You're going to get him anyways. $9.99 is the cost of a season pass, and with a season pass you get a card you don't have. You get 50 levels worth of cards. So like this season pass up here, this is the newbie season pass, but you get access to one every single level up to 50, and then after 50 you get you open these like little treasure chests that have like credits and gold and sometimes collector's tokens, or and very rarely variants in there. I would. Oh, this is. Oh yeah, okay, there it is. But if you were going to spend $10, again, if you're going to spend $10 on this game, do it in the season pass. Don't buy Thor. That's crazy. That's ridiculous, I think. But enchanted errands here. So then they have some. They usually have like a couple spotlight for cards that you may not own, or variant cards or anything like that. So in this case, this is like a variant. If you purchase this card, you will get this card. So you get Wong. He's very powerful. 700 gold, 1,500 credits, $14.99. Is that worth it? Probably not. Like, I wouldn't spend $14.99 to get Wong and 700 gold and 1,500 credits. Credits are so easy to get. You're gonna get them just for playing. I mean, like, we've been playing a little bit. We've upgraded some guys. We have 825. Like, at the end of a week, you can get like 1,000 to 1,500, depending on where you are and how often you sign and do your daily quests, weekly quests, what you get, and your season pass and stuff like that. I mean, it's not hard to pull 1,000 credits, and you don't really need that many. You do, every time you use credits to upgrade your card, you do increase collector's level, so you do go up faster. But I don't think it's worth buying credits, and I don't think it's worth buying gold either, because you will find that you will amass gold not as quickly as credits, but you will get it. Again, here's another one of those ones. Storm, $20, 1,500 credits, 1,500 gold. So they're basing essentially the additional. Their argument is the extra $5 is 800 credits. Sure, I guess. I mean, I don't think this is worth it. This is like way too much, I think. $19.99 is $20 for a variant card of Storm. You're gonna get Storm. Like, she's great. She's an awesome card, very powerful. You're gonna get her. You don't. Do you need the Storm Chaser variant? your call. So these two I would say are geared more towards whales. Premium mystery pack. Okay, $9.99, 1,200 credits. You get a card that you own, but it's like a premium variant. So what that means, a premium variant does not include things like, let's take a look if it tells us here, an alternate art variant of a card you own. Okay, so it doesn't really tell us that much. Let me see. Let's see here. It says every 9 premium mystery variants open reward the following, not in this order: 6 rare variants, 3 super rare variants. There are some. Here it is, right here. As of July 4th, in 2023, they contain all eligible unowned rare and super rare variants, excluding pixels. Because people were opening pixels in their variant and their mystery variants, they were not happy about it. It's not. It's one of those, like, pixels is sort of. Some people like him, some people don't. I prefer the one with MODOK. Looks like he's like having bloody diarrhea or whatever. That one's pretty funny. Some of them are pretty funny, but most of them are like not. It's hard to see exactly what's going on in them. So I imagine if you spent $10, I got a pixel variant, you'd probably be pretty upset about that. Again, $9.99 is the cost of the season pass. You will actually get several premium mystery variants in the season pass. So I would not, and you'll get way more than 1,200 credits. I would not, like, if you're gonna spend $10 again, I wouldn't do this. I would buy the season pass. Then you get your daily offers here, and these are like these rotate pretty frequently. You've got different art variants and stuff like that. The featured mystery variant. This one here has a little painters. What do you call it? The painters thing on it with the. I can't remember the name of it, but anyways, you know what I'm saying. And it's got a little paintbrush and stuff like that on there. So that one is for peaches. Increased chance of peaches from new variants. I'm not actually sure what that is. I haven't looked at it. It could be referring to. Is that Peach? Oh man, what's her name? She's currently I think she's currently the author and the writer for Ultimate X-Men, which is really interesting. I think that's been sort of I have a hot take on that too. I like it, but I know some people do not. For a book called Ultimate X-Men, there's very few X-Men, and it has some interesting characters. But I like her art style, and I think the book's pretty fun, but it's pretty interesting. It's very different. The daily offers here, these are where you spend. This is where I spend my gold, I guess. I get gold and I spend it on the daily offers because eventually you'll want to get enough collector's tokens to buy cards that you don't have or the cards you're looking for. You can get 2,000 collector's tokens and a featured mystery variant for buying 10 things from the daily offer using gold. And literally, like, this does take a while. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Like, it takes a long time, but you can just grind out enough gold to buy something off this a few times a month, and you will get maybe even more than that, and you will pick up collector's tokens a lot faster because they are stingy with giving those out. They didn't used to be, and now they are. So you'll want to look at potentially spending your gold to maximizing the amount. If you're gonna when you earn gold for like completing missions, leveling up out of collectors reserves, or treasure chests or season pass or whatever, you're gonna want to you should optimize spending it here because you can go towards collector's tokens. And usually what I like to do is, unless there's something I'm really looking for specifically, I specifically pick up the featured Mr. Variant, just because it has sometimes you'll get like a weird string of the same artist that you might not like. Like, personally, I don't really care for the Dan Hip variants. Some people do. I have a couple that I like. I don't really like the baby ones that much. I mean, Dan Hip's fine. Like, the variants are fine. They're just not really my style. Some people love the baby variants. I don't really care for them. Pixels, again, here's a Pixel Cyclops and a Misty Knight. I don't know. I just really don't care for those ones either very much. I mean, I have some. I have a lot of them just from opening stuff. I mean, and the other thing too is when you open collectors' reserves and treasure chests and stuff, you have a chance of getting these variants. You're gonna pick up variants all the time. So I don't know, unless you're looking to complete something specific. Now, there are albums that feature various artists, and they always seem to have cards that you don't have in them. Like when the new album comes out, you seem to never have any of the cards. Like I remember I had some ridiculous amount of pixels that I'd opened, and then I was like, the album pixel was announced, and I was like, this is going to be easy to complete. I have pretty much I feel like I have all the pixels, and I had like 1 out of 12 that were featured in the album, which was super annoying. But after I think it's like every 3 or 4 cards you own in the album, you get something. Sometimes it's credits, gold, variant cards, collector's tokens, or spotlight keys. The big things here that I like to look for are spotlight keys and collector's tokens. Otherwise, I am not that much of a completionist for variants in this game. So, I mean, if you are a variant completionist, you may have a tough time playing this game because there are a lot of variants of cards out here. They are expensive, and some of these are FOMO, like. You have like these ones up here, the electric wheel and enchanted errands. I don't know if they're going to come back around again. I do not know if they get cycled into the normal variant pool. I believe that they are like sometimes there is just like this is it. This is the only time you can buy it, and there's FOMO. But again, it's just a variant. There's a lot of them in this game. Cosmetics, I mean, if you have to have an avatar, I guess. Like, if you have to have this Baron Zemo avatar, this one with Goose or Chewie, depending on whether you're reading the comics or watching the movies, then I get or Mystique here, then I guess you gotta have to spend your gold on it. But again, you're gonna unlock so many avatars, and you can use one per deck. And so unless you're looking for one specifically, I don't really see the need to spend gold here. Bonus boosters. You can spend credits here to level up your characters and pick up some collection levels. It is more expensive because you are paying for the boosters you don't have. So, like in this case, like Iron Man, Misty Knight thing, we've never upgraded them. So 25 credits is the cost of the first upgrade. But my experience has been, I think, like when you get to normally when you get to like the last one, when you get to where you're about to split the card after upgrading it, and get like a different background and stuff like that, like a holo or a hologram or a black and white or a gold card or whatever, when you like level up your cards enough, you can split them. It costs 500 credits normally. I believe it's like 535 or 525 or something like that to use here. So it does drain you out of credits a little bit. I have done this before for collector's level purposes. You're not spending your real money to do it. And like I said, you will pick up a lot of credits as you just like play the game normally. So it's really just kind of a personal preference. Credits here, you can use gold to buy credits. I don't really think you need to do that. I mean, you're going to get so many credits. I think this is a waste of gold, but every 13 hours here, you do get 50 credits for free, or every day you do, or something like that. This one here, there's a 30-day gold pass. You get 300 gold now, 50 gold daily. It's $5 a month. You get 1,800 total. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you just like really want the gold, sure, but like 50 a day. I mean, think about it. 1,800 gets you roughly two mystery variants out of here a month. $5? I don't know. I mean, maybe that's worth it. I think so. I think if you're gonna spend your money and buy gold, do the 30-day gold pass. If you are fine with just grinding out gold, but you do want to maximize like the amount of like level ups you get and like pick up some extra mystery variants and pick up some credits and stuff like that, then I would look at season pass. If you're fine with spending $15 a month, then I guess this plus the season pass is good. But I don't know. I don't buy gold. I don't need to, and I don't think anybody really needs to do that. So I think this is a personal preference, but I don't think this is like horrible in terms of like value. But I'm not gonna do it. And then you can get like some bonus. They always have these. They have these deals. They run pretty frequently with bonus gold. And then sometimes they turn them off, turn it back on again. So you spend $100, you get a bonus. You get 8,000, you get an additional 8,000. You get 16,000 gold. You spend $5, you get 600 gold. So again, here's a really, really interesting example, right? You get the 30-day gold pass. $5 nets you 1,800 gold. Okay. If you're going to do that, why would you spend $5 and get 600? Right? $5 gives you 300 gold. Now, regardless. And then you get a bonus 300 immediately. Or you can wait, what, like 6 days? I mean, it's like, I don't know, like $5 for a 30-day gold pass is so much better than the rest of this. And like, you know, you got even 18, I mean, and this is with a bonus. Like, this is with a bonus gold. They don't even offer this every day. But you've got 700 plus a bonus, 700 gold at $10, right? So that's 1,400 gold. Or you can pay $5 and get 1,800. So again, I think the gold pass is better here. And then the pro bundle down here at the bottom, 12,500 credits and 155 boosters for $100? I don't think so. There is absolutely no reason you need to spend $100 to get 12,500 credits. This is absolutely a huge waste of money, and I think it's pretty telling that they push this down at the very bottom, so you don't really look at it too much. Now there is something. There is actually another interesting thing here. Not a lot of people. Actually, not sure many people know about this specific thing, but you can actually go to. I'm going to find it. I'll have to find it. It's been a while, but we'll do a video on that too. There's actually an external website you can go to. It's run by the company, and if you buy things like, so if you buy a season pass, or you occasionally pick up a piece of gold, you buy a welcome bundle, something like that. There's an interesting thing where there's actually another store that's on a website that tracks what you've spent, and then you get rewards essentially for the amount of money you spend there, and that is a timed thing. So after each season ends, if you didn't redeem your bonuses for those purchases, it's gone. Like, so it's pretty interesting. It's an interesting way to like encourage people to spend money. It's an interesting way to encourage people to spend money, but they don't really advertise it that well. It is in here somewhere. I'll have to look for it. I can't remember exactly where it is. Let's see if we can find it here. Yeah, community stuff. There's login rewards. Okay, so we got some. That was just both those things. Okay, yeah. Sometimes they do send out. I'll say this: the nice thing is sometimes, like, if the game crashes, sometimes it goes down, and it didn't even go down for me, and they give you like we're sorry, the game crashed. Here's 250 gold. Here's 250 credits. Here's 500 gold. Here's 500 credits or whatever. And that happens pretty frequently. And nothing even like happened that I was aware of. But and then there's some game modes here too, which actually has another store in it, but you don't spend real money on this. I mean, there are options to spend real money on it, like in the actual store where you can do things like buy tickets. Do not buy tickets. You do not need to buy tickets. So there's conquest mode. So you've seen the other games; they're really quick, right? Like each game is maybe like a couple minutes. Conquest mode, you play the same player over and over and over and over again with the same deck until one of you is completely eliminated, and you bet. You have like you each have a number of cubes that you have, and you can bet those cubes back and forth. When you reach zero, you're out. The longer the games go on, the higher the stakes, the more cubes are like default bet. At the start, so eventually it will knock a player out. You can't play like infinite, but you can play. You can play a lot of rounds against the same person. It doesn't, since the games are fast, it doesn't sound that bad, but it is a little bit of a grind. Just playing the same against the same person with the same decks is sort of not how this game is designed, and you don't have a lot of variation in the games you play, so it gets a little boring. But when you win, you get so entry into the first conquest mode is free, and then if you win that one, you get some medals and you get a silver ticket, and then you use the silver ticket. You win that one, you get some medals. You get a golden ticket. You use the golden ticket to enter the next one. You get I can't remember, some other kind of ticket, like a flashing ticket, like a super special ticket. You get some medals. When you get medals, you can spend medals in this secondary conquest shop, the medal shop here. We can't access it yet, but you can buy interesting you can buy some like kind of cool variants from there too, and you can get gold and credits and add like an avatar and some like normal variant cards. I think there might even be like a mystery variant in there. But here's the thing: you don't have to spend any money on it. You just have to grind it out to get the medals to buy it. The higher you go, the more medals you get. So like if you do really well and you go up to gold, you can buy a lot of the stuff in the shop. And then if you buy enough things in the shop, every time you buy a thing in the shop, you get like a pip. And when you get like 10 pips, you get like the special variant card that's being offered there. And they're actually like pretty. Most of them are pretty cool. Like I've pretty rarely seen anything where I'm like, oh man, this is really like bad here or whatever. I think it's actually like a really neat way to give the community more stuff for playing the conquest mode. But sometimes they do have a deal in the shop that's like, hey, you should buy you know for like $5 you can buy like the premium ticket or the gold ticket and enter the gold round or whatever. If you need to, I'm going to say this: if you need to buy the ticket to get that far, you're gonna lose that round, and you're gonna flush that money. It's literally, you can play the first round, instantly snap and bet all your cubes, beat your opponent in one game, and there's a high probability they will scoop in that first round always. You go straight to the second game with a silver ticket. If you can get through 2 or 3 rounds in the second game, I can't remember how many there are, you get some medals and you get a gold ticket. Now you're in the gold ticket, right? You're one ticket away. You're like 3 or 4 wins away from picking up like the big ticket, the premium ticket, and then you can like go through the whole thing. And you can do this as many times as you want. You can do this all day long. I feel like there's no reason to buy tickets. Like I feel like if you're buying a ticket because you can't grind out a few games, or you can't win a few games, that's not gonna go end well for you. I would highly advise you to not buy any tickets with real money, because it's there's very little payoff for it, and all you really end up getting are these medals that you can redeem for things like credits, gold, and it's limited. You have, once you're I think there's like a like the conquest mode runs for like the full length of the season, and like different things unlock it, like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and so you know what's coming up in the store. You can see it in the medal store, and you can save your medals for what you want to buy. But week 5 is after you've bought everything. I believe that you can spend as many medals as you want. You can spend like infinite medals, but like you can you buy boosters, like random boosters at that point, or boosters for the variant card I think you unlocked. I can't remember. I think that most of them are random. again, like the medals are all free. You just have to grind it out. And if you're really serious about playing this game, you shouldn't be in a situation where you're like, I need to buy this ticket. You should be able to win enough consistently to get like a couple silver tickets, get a few of those silver tickets into gold tickets, and then a gold ticket into whatever that last ticket was. I can't remember, and then beat that one. I've only beaten it one time. I've only gone a whole distance. And when you beat that, you get like an avatar that has like a little glowing border, I think. Or maybe that one was for getting max level in the season. I can't remember. Not max level in the season, but like, I mean, in the season, yes, but there's a few different levels down here. So there's like your recruit season ranked rewards. So for the season, when you gain levels here, and this is for winning, you can lose these levels too. You can reach level 100 in infinite, and you get this like this card back here of this celestial, and then they changes with the seasons and stuff like that. But in this particular one, you get the celestial card back, and then you get like there's like an effect that happens on your character and your avatar that shows that you've gotten level 100. I can't remember what it is. I can't remember if it's like glowing or something like that, but I've gotten it a few times. I just don't really remember it. And then let me see here. Let's go back to the shop here. I think that's pretty much everything on the shop. So, I mean, like, just to kind of like a quick recap, like, is this game... Whoops. Guys, I accidentally turned that off. I apologize. Hold on a second. Let's go ahead and just restart the... let's restart the thing here. Okay. Just to kind of recap. Is this game worth money? I mean, we're going to keep playing it. We're gonna see how we'll see what we can do in terms of like how far we can get without like spending any money on it, but like what we can unlock, how long it takes us to actually build like a decent deck where we can actually win some games and stuff. But there's really nothing on the line here. Is it a fun game? Yeah, it's super fun. Like, is it addicting? I don't know. Not for me. It doesn't really like. I don't really get that dopamine hit that like some people get, when they play these types of games and everything like that. But is it a fun game? Yes, it's super fun. It has some like strategic elements to it, which I think is really nice. There's some like really neat like effects and cards that you can use, and you can build some really cool decks with them. And for the most part, the community is fine. Like, the community is cool. And it has a lot... I mean, there is a lot to do here. Like, you can jump in and play, like, a few games, like, really quickly. Or you can play Conquest mode. Or you can play, like, all day or just, like, 10 minutes a day. And it's, you can still... You don't fall that far behind. And it's not too hard to like actually get some gold, and it's definitely not hard to get credits. That's super easy, and I don't think it's that hard to get medals either. So, is this game like worth spending money on? I mean, that is entirely like it's your money. You can spend it on whatever you want. Like, nobody should judge you for how you spend your money. Like, you work for that money. If you want to spend money and you want to buy all the variants that you want to buy you want to buy the Thor and the Wong and the Storm Chaser variant, or like the Ghost Rider variant, whatever, or like Sentry Baking a Cake variant or something like that. Go nuts. If that's what you got to do, like, get it done. Like, if you're just like, this makes me happy when I spend my money on this game, this is the only thing, like, I have disposable income or whatever. If that's what makes you happy, do it. But should you? Probably not. Like, I don't think so. I mean, I think your money could be better spent elsewhere. But again, it's your money. You could do whatever you want with it. I mean, my money can be better spent elsewhere. So, like, what would I do in this situation is the gold pass, the $5 gold pass. Maybe I could see an argument for that. Maybe. Like, am I gonna buy that? Hell no. Like, I can make gold just by playing the game. Like, I don't, and I'm not that like, I'm not so eager, or like I have to get this done like right now. I'm not about to spend like $100 to buy it, like, what is it, like 16,000 gold or something like that. That I don't. It's when I mean, like, what is that, like? I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna do that. Like, that's just so much money for nothing. Um, for variant cards, I mean, you're gonna get flooded with variants, and the variants don't change what the cards do. It's not like, I kind of feel that way about like yeah, and then, this might just be me personally, but like, like foil cards and stuff like that, and like other games like Magic and everything like that don't really get to me. I don't really care that much about them. I know they're worth more money. Like, I mean, it's not like I'm gonna take it and be like, I'm gonna throw this away or whatever, but like, and they're pretty. I mean, like, but they still do the same thing. Like the lightning bolt still does 3 damage, regardless of whether or not it's an alpha, or a judge promo, or like when I pulled out of like, Magic 2010 or whatever. So it's yeah. I mean, if you're looking to like, foil out a deck or something like that because it's like something you really like, or foil out a cube or whatever, that's like, I mean, that's understandable, but I don't like need to chase any variants down or anything like that. That's just like me personally, but I know some people really like them. Some people, it's just like it pushes all the right buttons and it gets you in a weird mode, and you're like, I gotta collect this. I gotta. I'm a completionist. I gotta get it done. And I know a lot of people are like that, but that's not for me. So what I would say is, I'm not buying any gold. I'm not gonna buy gold. Period. Not buying it. Ever. I can make it. Now, what I would buy, though, is the season pass, and I have. And and not everyone. I mean, some of them are fine. Some of them are totally skippable. But there's some benefits to getting the season pass. So the season pass is $9.99 a month. Well, I mean, for a one-time purchases, they're once a month. Or you can pay $14.99 and boost yourself like a few levels. But that's completely there's no point in doing that, because if you just get the season pass and you just do your dailies like 10 minutes a day, you're gonna get to level 50. Like, you don't need to boost yourself. It's not that type of game. It's not that hard to grind that out. And it's not even really a grind. You can just play. I mean, you can just do your daily plays and get there. You don't need to. You really don't need to boost or anything like that. So like, just getting the standard season pass is like fine. It's $9.99. You get a card that's a highlight for the spotlight season pass spotlight. So like, you might get like like Red Hulk or Scar, or I'm trying to think of somebody else who was featured. Baron Zemo was one of them for like Thunderbolts. Or Nebula for Guardians of the Galaxy. So I mean, you'll get like a card before it goes into. I mean, they all go into rotation. Like, they all go into the rotation and stuff like that. But you're guaranteed to get it, so you don't have to like open it in a spot like with a spotlight key, or like hope you rip one out of a collector's reserve or anything like that. So you can get it with a season pass. But the season pass also does something else too, because you get free levels regardless of whether or not you buy the season pass. So, or it's a lot like other games too, right? So you go from like level 1 to 50. Along the way, like every, like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 levels or something like that, you get a free thing. Sometimes it's credits. Sometimes it's like one of those like a little. There's like, you get these like little titles you can put on your thing. Like, some will say like, I'm playing from the toilet, or like, that's no moon, or something like that, or like, Wolverine is my spirit animal, or something like that, right? So you can get one of those types of things. It's like, whatever, or maybe you might occasionally get like a pixel variant or something, or something along like a lower like a just a random variant from the pool. A couple gold, 50 gold, whatever. But if you get the season pass, you get something every level, up to 50, and then whatever's beyond that. So if you're only gonna spend like $10 a month on it, then the season pass is worth it. But I still don't think you need to do it every month. Like, there's certainly some cards are worth picking up for sure. Some are just like, this is going to be wild. And again, you might even be getting them out of like the using a key. You might not even need to spend money on it if you have enough keys. And you get keys by leveling up your cards and stuff like that. So the more higher your collector's level, the more likely you are to get keys. I think you get keys like every 100 levels or something like that. I can't remember. And there's a strategy to that too. You open your spotlight key. You use your spotlight keys when you have like 3 or 4, to guarantee yourself to get what you're looking for from that list. But sometimes you can even skip those. I mean, it depends on how long you've been collecting. But like, I mean, I think Black Panther was a spotlight, and I picked him up. I did not buy that season pass, and I got him like out of like a collector's reserve or something like that during the season pass, I believe. They also offer variants on those cards too. So I mean, I don't know. Like, it's really kind of up to you. But if you're like, I really want to get that card to like do a deck, like build a deck with it or something like that, or it's like a favorite character of yours, then I think the season pass is great. $9.99, get a bunch of crap for it. Way more than you get individually out of the store. $9.99 is going to take you a lot farther on season pass than it is anywhere else, is what I'm trying to say. So it's really up to you. I mean, like, again, it's your money. You shouldn't feel bad about spending it or let anybody tell you what to do on it or tell you how to use it or anything like that. But so I mean, we're still going to play. We're still going to play the series, but that would be I'm not changing that opinion on that just because I've played this game before. So I don't think there's any. There's nothing that's going to change my mind on that. I think. I mean, maybe the welcome bundle, $2.99. You get 700 gold. That seems okay. But again, you probably don't need to spend that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of where I stand on it. But if you want to spend $10 a month for season pass, is the way to go. And maybe if you're going to throw $5, then also the gold pass, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't get that, but I think an argument could be made for it if you wanted. Everything else, though, I don't know. I would just pass on it. But anyways, there's my thoughts on it. Sorry, I got a little rambly there at the end, but I don't know. I'd be interested to hear. I mean, I if somebody can make a really valid argument for why some of these other pieces are worth spending that money on, go for it. Like, I'll listen. I may not agree with you, but I'll definitely hear you out. It's like, it's all good. But all right, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. I'm tired. It's like 2:20 in the morning, and I'm starting to get those silly late night, I've been up too late vibes. And kiddo's got swim lessons tomorrow, and it's Saturday, so try to spend time with family. And, it's gonna be fun, but I gotta get up early and I gotta do those things. Gotta be an adult. Unfortunately, sometimes you just gotta be an adult. I just want to say, you can see my water. I appreciate you guys joining me again. Again, I said this video wasn't gonna be that long, and it's like longer than the previous one. Damn it. It's, what though, like, yeah, I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to make it. Anyways, I'm out. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I'll try to put up another video tomorrow if I can. We'll try to keep it short. We'll see. Apparently that's not really working out too well. But thanks again for joining me, and thanks for your time. It's valuable to me. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, stay safe, stay strong, be kind to yourself, and be kind to others. Y'all have a good evening.